Hey guys, today's lesson's language arts. So as you see, I'm here in the courses. I will go to my language arts. Sometimes I say ELA, that just means English language arts. It's the same thing. Reading and writing goes on in here. So I will click on my course, go into module 9. Okay, today is Wednesday the 20th. All right, you'll have your lesson as well as the discussion at the end. Okay, click the PowerPoint. The story was put into the presentation, so you don't have to find the book online. If you already have the book downloaded, I'll need to fix that typo, then you can use it. Be sure to have a copybook or pencil, and a pencil or a document ready for your questions and answers and writing. All right, so I click on the link. Down at the bottom comes my PowerPoint. I will wait for it to load. Okay, here it is here, slideshow mode. Whoops. All right, everything highlighted. You know the drill. Adjectives and articles. Okay, adjectives, it's a word that tells more about a noun. It can describe how something looks, feels, sounds, tastes, and smells. It appeals to the senses, basically. And an article is a special kind of adjective. We have the articles a and an, as well as the. A and an could be anything. I want a bike for my birthday. Or if you specifically want a certain one, I want the purple bike with the pom-poms on the handlebars and the basket for my birthday. Okay, using the specifies. And yes, I know that sounds like a really cool bike. Thank you. This page you would be reading out loud, writing down if you want to, using the words in the box. I like the what smell of cut grass. They're looking for how something smells. So would you like the yellow smell, fresh smell, a smell, the smell? Be careful because some words might repeat and that would be the wrong choice. Another one here, they also tell you on the side how something tastes, how something sounds, how something feels, and any elevator, which means not specific. Okay? Those were the practice. This is where you'll write it down in your copybook or in a blank document. Okay, this one's blocking 10, but there are 10 down there. And you will get to pick your own adjective. I'm sorry, you'll write the adjective on the line. You'll circle it and then write it on the line. I picked up the rough stone. The adjective that describes how something looks, tastes, smells, sounds, or feels. Well, what are they talking about? A stone. What about the stone? It's rough. So you would circle rough and write the word rough on the line. Okay? And here are your high frequency words. Okay, the whole list of them over here. You've seen these. We've done syllables with them. You should be familiar. Over here, you're going to use them correctly in the sentences. Remember we talked about before, sometimes they're in capitals over here. That is not a typo. Okay, use it correctly on the line. Usually if something's capital, I don't feel like these are proper nouns, so they must go in a specific part of the sentence. Okay, talking about nouns again. People, places, and things. They can name places to tell where something's happening. You can look up the meanings that you don't know in a dictionary. Okay, Leo collects seashells by the coast. Well, if you don't know what the coast is, we can look that up. However, you do have a picture clue to help you here. We could also say by the shore, okay? By the ocean. Grandpa keeps his tools in his workshop. This is a specific place. Many animals live in a forest. I like to go to the beach. Me too. Tara goes to the market every day. Well, not every day, but a little too often. Words that name places, you're going to write the noun that names a place. Okay, these top 6 name a place. Sheep, corn, or field. Which one names a place? A field. Okay, it's a place that you can go. You don't go to a corn, you don't go to a sheep. Okay, that's not a place, those are things. Truck, house, hay. Which one's the place? House. All right, continue here. When you get to 7 through 10, write a noun that names a place in your copybook. You get to pick it. Many people live in a blank. All right, it has to be a place. That's what you're working on for this page here. Here's your story. It's called Wolves to the Rescue. Remember we talked about when it's singular and it ends with an F, when we want to make it plural, drop the F and add a VES. Wolves, knives, shelves. Okay, that's where the V comes in. Remember as you're reading, look at the questions, check the close reading tip, check your understanding in your notebook. That's where these arrows are here. That's what you're supposed to do here. Read it, And then the question says, what caused the number of elk in Yellowstone to grow? That sounds like a cause and effect. And if something's growing, I feel like it's getting bigger. So there must be a reason why. The next part that you would read is what happened next in the park. Okay? And your question will be, what questions did you ask yourself before, during, and after reading? Maybe you had a prediction. Maybe you had a question about, what are these wolves? How do these wolves get their food? Where do they live? How did your questions help you understand the text? My questions made me focus more on the words. My questions made me read more fluently so I could understand the story. Think about how those questions helped you in the story, okay? I'm going to write those down. And here's your write about it. Follow the directions below in your copybook. Make sure you use details from the story. Do you think bringing wolves back to Yellowstone was a good idea? Use details from the text, this text, to explain your opinion, not your own idea, okay? You have to prove it. This is why it's called cite, text, evidence. If you hear me say cite your evidence, tell me how you know. Not because you looked it up on Google or not because you thought about it in your smart brain. I know that. However, you have to tell me from the story that proves, okay, that's why it was a good idea, or that's why it was a bad idea. All right, you get to decide, but you have to make sure that you find the details to prove it and back it up. And your last one here is reading on the wild frontier. Okay, remember, you just read the whole thing through. Don't set a timer. Don't even look at the numbers down the side. Just read it, sound it out, ask for help. Then set the timer for 1 minute. Read through. When the timer stops, put your finger on the word you stopped on. Count up the total. You do not need to go back to every single word and count it. The numbers down here are how many words you're at by the time you get to the end of the row. Okay, so if you got to this word here sometimes, you were at 100. Now you're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you read 106. Okay. If you made any mistakes, remember, or maybe I misspelled this word traveling. Maybe I said it incorrectly. I would take one off. So instead of 106, I have 105. Anywhere that I made a mistake, I take one of my words off. That's just how it works. It's the same thing that we do in Dibbles. Okay. Any mistake you make, we just take a point off for each one. But the more words you read, the more chances you have to build that fluency. Okay, so write the title and the number of words in your copybook for me, and you are at the end. Then you will go back into the Wednesday folder, into the discussion. You're going to be using the word bank to help you answer these questions here. Okay, not a difficult task. However, I see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 words, but only 6 sentences. Has to make sense. All right, so there's going to be a few words that we don't use. This is how you'll set it up for me. Number 1, write your word. Number 2, write your word. Make sure it makes sense. If it doesn't, skip it and go to the next one. Then come back to it at the end, okay? Don't just guess right away. Give yourself some time. All right, ask for help. Think about it. Sound it out. Say it out loud. Sometimes saying it out loud, you're like, oh, that's what that means. That's what that word is. Okay, it helps you think about it a little easier. If you have any questions, please email me. Again, you can do it right from here. You click on this, go to new message, okay? Type my name and type the type of message you want to send me. You can just say question, you can put homework, you can put a smiley face, you can put whatever you want, just something in the subject, and then ask me your question or concern, okay? And then submit me your work at the end, okay? I hope you guys have a great day. We are getting close to the end here. Makes me very sad that I don't get to give you a hug goodbye. We will have a day that you guys will be able to go in. I will have your desks packed up and everything on top for you, and then the school will let you know how you will get your things. I will take anything in the desks that are yours and put them right in the bag for you. And just remember, there's no Schoology on Friday. If you have work you owe me still, or work that you need to catch up on, it's still available. You just don't have to check in with me on Friday. I will get emails, though. If you have a question about anything, I can answer you. And also Monday is Memorial Day, so we are off as well. And we will then have only 4 days left of school for next week. Can't even believe it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.